Well, a ferryman is fed up with what he calls illegal activity in his neighborhood, and he wants law enforcement to step in and investigate.
That's right. Channel 5's Carolina Cruz live in the studio with more. Carolina.
Martin Serrata has called La Feria home for 20 years. He says the noise and activity on his street are so bad at night that it keep him up. During the day, the only thing you hear on this empty street is the occasional rev of an engine. Martin Serrata says at night, it's a different story. The sound of footsteps and door shutting take over.
At nighttime, that's when they start working. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they start rolling in.
Serrata has lived in this La Feria home for decades.
It ain't what it used to be.
He says the recent suspicious activity prompted him to protect his family and belongings.
We went on the road for a month just to do the down payment to get all what we got now. And now it's all gone to hell.
Serrata claims many illegal travelers pass through his neighborhood. He says law enforcement shows up after he calls, but not until days later. He says that's an issue if law enforcement intends on catching the criminal activity.
They'll bring him in today, they'll go out tonight.
We reached out to Border Patrol agent Isaac Villegas about Serrata's concern.
Continue to report what you see and understand, just because you don't see us doesn't mean we're not there. We do have investigative units that do what they do, and they do it well.
Villegas says any tips, evidence, and information you can provide when reporting illegal activity is welcome.
If you report it and you see it again, continue to report it to your local agency and make sure that you give us all the proper information or as much information as you can gather. Again, don't put yourself in any type of danger. We want to make sure that the public knows that, but we highly encourage them to get involved by reporting it.
Serrata says he'll continue making phone calls, but hopes the nightly routine of activity stops. There are indicators you can look for if you suspect that there is a stash house operating in your neighborhood, according to San Juan Police Department. They include different types of vehicles, especially vans or pickups, entering and exiting the garage at different hours of the day or night. Vehicles arriving often differing in license plates. No activity at the house for several days or weeks, then a spike in activity. Border Patrol advises you contact your local police department, or you can reach out to 1-800-863-9382. In the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.